Very biblical of it.
Where have I heard Project Eden before? I feel like it's been in a lot of movies and shit.
Garden
Sounds
of
like
Eden?
Fallout. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The
It is
Garden of
Fallout,
Eden
isn't it?
creation kit.
Is that what it's called? Project Eden? I thought Project Eden was
there
the
was
name of the
I
game.
was thinking BioShock as well.
Mm.
Isn't it in BioShock, or am I tripping?
I feel like I remember a very, very long time
Apparently,
ago
there was a game
playing a
called
game
Project
called
Eden.
Project Eden. Yeah.
It was a what?
It was a PS2 game called Project Eden.
There you go.
Holy fuck. Project Eden, the forbidden fruit. It's like a temptation. But
What?
anyone who takes a bite of the apple is forever damned. I don't know. We'll see.
What apple? What's the apple in this metaphor?
I don't know, like a fucking cyanide thing. Listen, I don't. What's the apple? Cyanide. What's confusing about that?
What is it symbolizing? Not what.
Yeah,
not how would it kill you?
Yeah.
What is the apple symbolizing?
Yeah.
The apple from Eden?
No, I mean, the phrase you just said about being damned after, or were you reading from like the description of that game or something?
Everyone.
Okay, you know how there's like Adam and Eve? There's
Yes.
an apple and you get damned?
Yeah.
Yes.
We understand that part.
We caught that. We're just trying to figure out what specific you were going on with the metaphor of the fruit at the time.
Like, what's the fruit?
Like, what action in the city is being symbolized by the, like, everyone who applies for grants from us is biting the apple, and now I got to hire, I don't know, Archibald.
I think you guys are going way too deep on how this is going to get executed.
I think you don't know what metaphors are.
Yeah.
No, I know what it is, but you're asking for you're asking for, well, how are you going to like execute this plan when I'm just in...
No.
Oh,
see, like
what's
to
the
me,
question
I hear
then?
like the apple symbolizes people being drones.
Okay.
And when they become drones, they die.
All right. So the
apple is metaphorically whatever the thing is that people are attracted to because they want to eat the apple. But after they eat the apple, they fucking go into goddamn misery. You know what I mean?
Okay, you weren't going that deep into it. You didn't have anything specific in mind.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's where I was confused. I assumed
All
there
you
was
had to say it was like it was a half-cocked idea.
Is it half-cocked? It was still a metaphor. It's just the whole thing was a metaphor, not like each,
Yeah, no, I understand now. If we had assumed there was more there.
There was a
more there,
hypothetical
like,
apple of whatever it ends up being. It's a temptation, be it a fucking bank or whatever fucking ping they fucking go to. But if they go and eat that shit, they get fucking poisoned. You know what I mean? Or they get put into eternal damnation.
Now we're getting some.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, my literary brain turned on for a bit there, so I was just like,
No.
what is that specific?
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Now I'm thinking of Mehmed and the conquering of Constantinople and his dream of the apple and all that.
Explain.
The guy who eventually took down Constantinople, hence why it's now Istanbul in Turkey. It was Mehmed. I think it was Mehmed II, maybe.
The second, that's right.
Yeah, he had a dream, or at least he said he had a dream that he was reaching out to grasp an apple, and he would eventually be able to get it. And the apple was the city of Constantinople.
Oh, see, I didn't know about the apple bit. Yeah. I saw like a trailer for that recently. Was it a movie that came out?
I don't know. There was this documentary I watched like a couple of years back.
Maybe that's what
but
I think that's what I'm thinking of. It was like a History Channel, like the Great Kings or some shit.
Oh yeah, because they basically like combined a documentary with like Game of Thrones style shooting action and everything. Yeah.
Was there different leaders?
Yeah. It was different leader for each episode or each set of episodes.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
It was good. I watched most of that.
I think Mehmed was the one who built the cannon.
I think they utilized it.
Yeah. He utilized it. He used
the
one
Chinese
of the biggest cannons ever.
No? Correct. Yeah.
I don't know where the original invention of the cannon came from, but
I think the Chinese
did mostly come from that area.
Yeah.
I don't think it was was it the Chinese?
I think it was. Wait.
I wanted to say something Eastern European.
Let's go to Gemini real quick.
Give me Ottoman Empire. Who was the Ottoman Empire dealing with in the 1400s? Give me.
What we know is Constantinople.
No. Dealing with, as in, like, had relations with.
Oh. Yeah, China, 10th to 12th century.
Okay.
And then that went to the Ottomans, according to this. Wait, I'm getting the more precise. As the Ottomans expanded, they captured cities and territories that had existing fortifications, sometimes rudimentary artillery. They would have encumbered and adopted some early gunpowder technology from the interactions with the Byzantine Empire and later the Mamluks. Indigenous development and production, state-run foundries, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait. So apparently it doesn't. Initially, exposure to regional powers, Ottomans, but was largely fueled by importing European metallurgical and engineering expertise, especially from figures like Orban, which they then rapidly integrated in robust state-controlled indigenous production. Wait, who the fuck is Orban? Do they mean like out of Spain?
Possibly. There was
Orban?
definitely Eastern
Glitter, thank you for the
who were working
for the host.
Mehmed's group at the time.
We're talking about making bombs right now.
If you mean Orban or Urban was a Hungarian engineer. There you go. He was an engineer.
The creator of the Great Turkish Bombard.
Oh yeah, the giant ass cannon. Yeah.
Wait.
It was like him and his son basically invented it, designed it from the ground up.
That's it.
Oh,
that's it.
This is crazy. According to this, the Byzantine Empire was in severe decline, desperately short on funds, and could not afford Orban's exorbitant demands or the materials needed to create such a colossal weapon. Disappointed, Orban then offered his expertise and rising power. Oh my God, this is like modern day nukes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not even kidding. Like, have you heard about like how like North Korea got its nukes, or some of the literal arms traders?
I mean, when people are making those things for money, they're going to go to who's willing to pay them.
Yeah, but can you imagine you're like just some guy on a fucking camel or whatever, like going through like Europe, and then you're just like, hey guys, do you want this cannon technology? And they're like, nah, bro, we ain't got money. So you just go to there, right? You just fucking, horse or like camel your way to the next empire. You're like, yo, dog, I got some tech for you. That's crazy.
North Korea wasn't interesting. I mean, I think originally it was Soviet, but then it was arms dealers from Europe later on that got them more advanced nuclear technology.
I thought it was the engineer that got Pakistan their nukes.
It was.
Yeah. He like sold it to the North Koreans. He was going to sell it to Libya, I think it was. But then, oh my God, I saw this like 2 years ago. They were going to sell it to Libya, and then Libya outed him, I think, question mark.
That I don't remember. I know that North Korea's original nuclear program was a benefactor of Soviet influence. So they were providing them information technology and hardware.
Oh my God.
But after that, it was as you say, it was both European.
Yeah, we're
and
talking about
Pakistani.
how to convince the governor to end create a apocalypse.
You know, they're getting trade secrets basically. The Libya connection, I don't know of.
There was, I forgot what the Libya thing was. It was something about like, oh man, I don't remember anymore. Oh, actually, I might be confusing things. I think there was I don't know. You know. I still think it's fucking crazy that one or two brains can like have that much influence. You know what I mean?
In what way? What do you mean?
The red button in the FIB business. Well, the fact that it was like a individual that was just able to pass on technology like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so I guess just having access and the right set of circumstances of either A, people looking away, or B, people letting things happen.
Sure.
See, now I got to Gemini this. What did Libya have to do with North Korean nukes?
Didn't the U.S. oust a Libyan leader?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. Now I know what I'm thinking of with Libya.
Oh, one of the key avenues from which Libya acquired sensitive nuclear and missile technology was from North Korea. Oh.
Libya is an interesting case of whether they had any nukes or not when they were accused of it. They really should have acted like they had some.
I think you're not wrong. There's a whole thing about it.
From what I've seen of the way things go in the world, when either a Western European or a power or the U.S. accuses you of having nukes, if you don't have them, say you do and go find some, because they're coming.
Oh, he did give it to Libya. It was the same guy. If I remember correctly, like, I don't know. Let's bring it back. If there was, so not a bomb, not a virus, how else could we take $600 million and bring the apocalypse to San Andreas in a slow, painful, survive or don't survive manner?
Shutting down resources is usually a good one to go with.
Which one?
Shutting down resources. For this state particular, it would probably be materials, if that's even possible. Up the price so much that the average person can't afford it.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah, keep cooking, keep cooking.
Not just materials though, like critical infrastructure.
I mean, you could do that with anything. It's how, like, again, to use real world examples, I'm chock full of these. Anytime that the U.S. government wants something to get shut down, they basically just reduce funding to it until it's enshittified to the point that it collapses in on itself.
I'm thinking more Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Are you familiar?
I understand the basic concept.
I mean, people, generally speaking, have basic needs. His were, I can't remember them off the top of my head. Safety, esteem. There's a few others. But there are also the basic human needs. Food, water, shelter. When you start removing those from the equation, that's when you kick in that fight or flight response, right?
Well, honestly, materials and food would actually probably be relatively easy to interfere with if you knew enough of the suppliers.
We rip all the fertilizer out of you too. Cut the supply chain for it.
I can't speak on that one as much. Michael would know more about growing crops here than me.
No one really uses fertilizer anymore. It's well, at least not bought.
What is it that they need?
It's seeds. And right now, the only avenue to get seeds is from the existing supply. There are no wild seeds anymore. Everyone is basically operating their own seed bank. So let's talk about this, right? Fertilizer is one thing, but plants need water to survive. You contaminate the water supply and sterilize the seeds. And suddenly, there goes
you pull a
food
Monsanto.
Supply. There you go. That's a good show.
Holy fuck.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Now, you would potentially have to do something with the fish supply as well, but I mean, they stock that Alamo Sea. There's no way most of those species are there naturally, so.
Mm-hmm.
So poison the water with something that doesn't hurt you as a human, but slowly erodes the genetics of the seeds.
Sure. I mean,
I think that's a really good fucking start, to be honest.
Plants are sterilized all the time. Likewise for fish. It's actually what they try to do with Asian carp. I don't know how much you know about Asian carp, but very invasive species.
I mean, fish is not really a core ingredient.
It's only really at the sushi place, yeah.
Well, remember that thing I wanted to show you today at the Liquid Library?
However, but see, that you wouldn't want to touch because now you're talking about people having to work. We don't want to be removing the work. We're adding the pressure of the survive. Seeds are just a part of a production, right? And an endless supply. But other than veggies, where are people getting their meat? Like their burgers and noodles. Not everything is vegetarian, right?
All from the market.
Hunting. Is he right about that?
They do go to the market because you can buy base ingredients at the supermarket that's near the courthouse. However, you can get meat from hunting that people use.
The hot dogs, where are they coming from?
They're from the supermarket. Prepackaged.
What?
They're shipped in. Oh, yeah.
Wait, you telling me those fucking hot dogs aren't fresh out of the fucking hunting place?
Fuck no.
Hunting takes a lot of extra patience at work that many people just don't have the patience for.
Okay, we cut the import. We cut the import of meat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
What about the noodle place and shit? Do they also buy their like shit from? Is that where they're getting their proteins?
I believe, yeah.
Probably, yeah. They've definitely got their own people to grow food, but as far as veggies go, but proteins, most people are buying them from that market that's near the courthouse.
Interesting. Well, we can keep thinking on this, but I don't know if this is necessarily the answer, but it's definitely a interesting line of thinking, right?
Well, I think at the end of the day, when you peel back the skin, people are very, very simple creatures, right? And when you start to fuck with those basic needs, people get desperate. Something to keep in mind.
With that being in mind, if anything does happen, Michael, I would strongly suggest if you're getting into the position of mayor, keep in mind that you do have tools to make it at least look like that you're trying to do things to help.
My eyes playing tricks on me.
All right. I was saying, you got tools that you will be able to use to at least keep the appearance of helping, whether you actually end up doing so or not. After all, you might not be able to help. Who knows? But, you know, just, FEMA's a thing. Grants are a thing. And there are tanks that are available if you have the right people to talk to get them pulled out.
You know, maybe the hot dogs remain just so the stall looks good and then everything else.
Yeah. Well, Archibald, I do have to say, you are conflicted as fuck right now, brother.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, this is just talk. I don't know what's necessarily going on in anything, so.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah.
But it really doesn't mind me either much here or there. I do agree that the Band-Aid needs to be ripped off. How to go about it is up for debate. I obviously am the type that prefers as little actual loss of life as possible, but sometimes you got to go technocratic on things.
Sure.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Well, any things that we want to discuss before we kind of break off here?
You want to hold on to that book?
Oh, let me give it to you.
Yeah. I might have some use for it tomorrow.
I still can't believe I just found that on the ground outside the clothing store.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm losing my voice. I gotta go.
Yeah, I should head out too, but I will take a moment to say I do highly appreciate having worked with you two very much over the course of the times that we've been around. It's nice to have people who I can talk to about higher level ideas and are down for it. I found some kindred spirits in that the DOJ, but it's not the same. And working with your cabinet, was definitely the best time I've had in the city in a while. So,
hey,
we'll just have to see how things go in the future.
Hey, I remember when you came through looking for a job as an intern. Turned out pretty good, I think.
Threw me at the fucking FOIA process immediately, yeah.
Hey, that's how it's a sink or swim, they say. Right?
Yeah, that's how it is. But, yeah, I wouldn't trade it. Things I feel like we did a lot of good work, even if we didn't get everything done. And even if people don't see it, fuck them. I did what I came to do.
Well, hey, put a good system in place. I don't think the system needs to burn. It's just everything underneath it. That's the one thing I do hope survives.
I'll just have to see how it goes. Whoever comes next up is going to be the ones to shape that.
Well, I think the system is the actual lighthouse, if I'm being honest.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, lighthouses are meant to guide, right? They're like a beacon on shore. So, perhaps when it all does burn down and the system remains, it is what draws people back.
Hopefully. Got to have a captain who's going to steer it towards the right direction still, though.
Not wrong.
Yeah. All
Not
right.
wrong. It's going to take more than one captain. Big ship.
Yeah.
I'll see how things go. Right now, I'm just biding my time and waiting, doing what I can. That being said, gentlemen, I will go ahead and head out in case you all have any other business you need to discuss. See y'all. It's great to hang out for a little bit. Do call me anytime. And
absolutely.
If anything does happen that I should be aware of, I'm sure somebody will let me know something.
Yeah, no, 100%. Right now, these are just ideas. You know what I mean? Reality is probably never going to happen.
All right.
That's how things go. Y'all
I'm going to throw myself off this mountain. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Then.
Hey. Oh, no.
I guess that's better than running for office.
Yeah. I'm glad I at least told them about this, label thing. You know what I mean? Because it is a stark reality. People will not remember for what you did, but what you did last.
Yeah, you can do thousands of things correct, and they'll never remember it. But the one thing you do wrong, they will put on you.
Hey, that's why you got to be ready to pull your pants down and be like, suck my dick, bitch.
I prefer to turn around and give them the chocolate factory, but
What the fuck is that? Where you just poop on them?
I make kiss my ass.
Oh, gotcha.
Or eat my ass, however you want to say it.
I feel like that. Okay. That's, Is that like a phrase? I feel like that. I'm not diving too deep. It's just
before people started openly admitting to doing that. Yes, it was a phrase. But now with people openly admitting to doing that on a regular basis, it's a much more tainted thing.
Understandable. Yeah, and I think those fucking videos and shit. 2 girls in 1 chocolate factory.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I remember that.
Oh, fuck. That's a diabolical thought process, no? Poison? It's actually a cool idea. Oh man, today's been a fucking day. Are you gonna yell at me for making that joke, Mehdi? What do you mean? Oh, fuck. That was a great conversation. It was. I think as was like the Edgar one. Okay, so tomorrow I gotta make sure I get through all those fucking things. The requests. I think it opened Michael's eyes in the future. Yeah, that's the biggest thing is like Nino's like, listen, the writing's on the wall. I, as your friend, don't want to see you end up holding the bag, right? Like, it's sort of like, you know, do you want to be holding the bag while it's unsalvageable, right? Like, because I'll tell you how Nino sees it, right? And this is very in character. OOC. Homie got to do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? But like, for Nino, it's like, Nino believes in his mind that there is a good chance, especially based on the recent conversation, that Michael is going to be asked to do this with the expectation of just, oh my God, delivering legislation akin to what became of this person and that person and just do, right? Now, obviously, he'll have that faculty to know what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, etc., etc. But, ultimately, even if he does well, the buck's gonna end up, you know, that's gonna be a lot of the buck's gonna end up landing on him when there is the inevitable doom. And how that happens, I mean, God knows, right? But yeah, true. Edgar had that stain for a minute. Do. Is it a cool thought process? Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. If the opportunity comes, and he was gonna be like, yo, burn it. I don't know what that delivery mechanism would be, though. Let's say hypothetically that's something that was gonna happen. It would have to be something interesting. As a viewer, I'd like to see it in RP. Wait, see what in RP? Oh no, of course it would be. Well, I don't think it would need, it would be something that would be oh my God. Exactly. It can't be something dramatic and not something that would be obvious. And I sort of like the notion of poisoning the water and affecting the germination of seeds, right? I also like the idea of causing a spike in food resources. Imagine if, as an example, the ingredients at the stalls became insanely high. Let me see what's at the store. You know what I mean? Like, there was a, you know, you paid off, like, you know, Donald Trump to put a tariff on San Andreas, right? And so hot dogs are no longer $50 a hot dog. It's like $500. Thus spiking the cost of a meal and the scarcity of it, right? And in turn, hear me out here, money now, food now becomes expensive again. Wait, isn't this where the person is? Where the fuck they go? Oh my God, these are like nothing. Even if you added a 0 to these are nothing. But I don't think that would necessarily, you know, at the end of it, that's not necessarily doing, I think, where Nino's mind is at. Mind you, these are like thought experiments. No, I want to be clear here. I don't think any of these are going to I don't think any of these things are like actually necessarily going to happen. This just kind of goes back to what is it called actually? There's a phrase for it where the notion of like mass euthanasia in order to make, oh my God, it's so like evil villain shit. Like where it's you know, what's going on, Moose?
Hey Nino, how's it going?
Pretty good, you know, relaxed, or I've been trying to be at least.
Yeah, the final days of your usefulness. Nice.
Well, listen, you know, trust me, I'm useful in a whole lot of different ways, but you're not pretty enough, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, what? No, I called to see if you are still gonna.
It's a penis joke.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah. That's good.
I called because I was wondering if you wanted to be a lawyer in a massive impeachment trial that I'm preparing. It was supposed to be Murphy Braun, but I think he's dead. Well,
I'm still the mayor, though.
Dead, but well, not until we can file it after if we have to wait. That's fine. It's not for you. It's for a couple of justices.
Yeah.
Who committed fraud on the docket. They invented a fake court case, and then remember back with the penal code legislation when they said, well, we are doing judicial proceedings, and then they changed everything without telling people. Well,
we are doing
this time.
Well, wait, which one? We're doing judicial.
Yeah,
you have to remind me.
The penal code, when they changed the fines, invented new charges, made jump boots illegal, and then the governor had to come in and say, you guys have to hold a hearing or put in legislation just like a mayor. You're not gods. And then he made them undo it.
Right. The penal code is not a judicial matter. And therefore, they did not have the legislative authority to, you know, change.
Well, they could have changed it if it went to a court case and they deemed that there was some justifiable reason.
No, even then they couldn't.
I thought that's what he said.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
In any event,
yeah,
they're not allowed to just willy-nilly change legislation like they were in the old days of Angel. Yes, he put an end to that. So, they forgot to write down that felons can't become mayor. So we all thought it would be funny to yuck with them and make fun of them for not writing it down. And all they have to do, because there was no time to file new legislation, all they really had to do was hold a trial, hold a hearing, hear debates on one side or the other, and then rule that felons can't be mayor, which I don't disagree with, especially me. I committed treason. But instead, they created a fake court case, wrote up a decision, and they posted it to case law and said, here's our justification. No hearing, Nino, nothing.
I don't know if you inherently need a hearing.
Oh, that's precisely what the governor said. There needs to be some judicial proceeding, and a judicial proceeding doesn't count as making up a case that never happened.
I consider this ammo, right? So first off, the answer is no, because I'm gonna...
After all the times I almost supported you...
I'm God's gift to San Andreas for surviving a year. And surviving the PD. You know what? That's gonna be my book's name. Surviving the PD. And Nino Chavez 4-year term biography. But featuring part 1, surviving the DOJ and the marshals.
Yeah.
So hold on. So I don't know if what you're saying is accurate, because okay, you ready for this? Do you want the brain dump, or you're good?
Go for it. I ain't afraid.
Okay.
I'm stubborn, so I'll just do it anyway.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm trying to give you some info, right? I think so. I think the real answer is there is no answer, right? And what I mean by that is what you, I think, are attempting to argue may be an unknown, right? And I mean it like this. What the governor said at the time are examples and hypotheticals based on the lack of available procedure, where at that time there was no definition of what judicial proceedings were and what they consisted of, right? And it was sort of giving an answer to why they couldn't just change the penal code willy-nilly. It was outside of their purview. And I think this is a very important thing to keep in mind, Moose, right? Is that them changing penal code stuff was never in their purview, because those aren't judicial matters, right? Like, in other words, you can't have a case law that says, well, the fine and time should be double, or that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You could, however, I guess, have a hearing of like, so-and-so crime is so much and blah, blah, blah. There's whatever. The problem is that, that you're going to be facing here is that Murphy Braun issued a blank check writ of mandamus, which is a defined procedure in state legislation. And a writ of mandamus is a petition and order for the courts to act. However, Murphy Braun, in his unfortunate incapability, did not underline what the request and petition was for. It was vague. And
yeah, I saw that.
Upon reading of it at face value, one would read it as, hey, Jose Gerardo should be able to run for mayor. Or no, not even they should be. It's like, has been denied. We need clarity as to whether you can or cannot. That's how that writ is read. What he should have said is a writ for. There's a million things that he should have done to do what the desired outcome was, not what he did. He effectively said, hey, DOJ, it's unclear whether you can or cannot run. We need you to give an opinion. We need you to take action, whatever that action is. And in turn, Justice Grayson did provide an action by deriving a ruling, responding in an official ruling, which then turned into case law.
I get that. But
So-
the part that he left out, or you're leaving out, is that the public wasn't involved. And the governor made it very clear when the 3 justices were impeached back in February
Yeah.
that they cannot unilaterally change law without giving the public an opportunity to speak for or against, whether it's on the legislative docket or in an actual
correct.
court hearing.
So
I completely think that Grayson had the right conclusion.
Yes.
Because treasonous like Moose don't belong as man. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But the Constitution requires him to involve the public. They're not given the power
wait, but
to
there still
unilaterally
is.
change it.
So, number one, I don't know.
it's-
Well, hold
all
on.
they can do
I
now is
don't,
contest
wait,
the
hold
law.
on, hold on. I don't actually know if his ruling was a, how do I put this? Okay. I am unsure because I have to look closer. Grayson's ruling may not be precedent yet. Was there a conclusion on that?
No, they entered it. They skipped the review stage and they entered it directly into the closed portion of the City Hall docket.
Correct,
like
but that
it-
doesn't mean it's case law.
No, it's filed as case law. You can't. It's not open for contestation. You know, and now you can only contest it by requesting a judicial review. It's on the books. It's official. It's
Wait,
skipped
I'm looking
the
up
process.
common law.
No, I'm going to City Hall closed, and it's there.
Oh, wait, oh, it is in here. Okay, so it is amended by Murray Faulkner.
Oh, it's in the case law too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the common law. I mean, legislation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll have to include that. See, they skipped the review stage.
I'm confused by what you mean by the review stage. Can you point at...
Oh, well, the same thing that you did when you had like new legislation. You would author it, post it to the docket, and then 72 hours are available for
Have
the public
you read
to
the process
contest.
document?
The process document it doesn't matter. The Constitution supersedes it. You can write whatever you want in there, but the Constitution requires that the public gets a 72-hour period, and it doesn't matter if they authorize themselves to skip the Constitution. The Constitution
That's
says
not
it
how it
supersedes
works.
whatever legislation is written.
Hold on, let me work through this with you. He's wrong, but I'm doing this for fun. Where is it? You are correct. I mean, the Constitution, you're correct in that the Constitution supersedes everything. Where the fuck is approval process? Department of Justice. Legislation proposed by Department that is a result of judicial proceeding must have the support of the majority of all justices. Justices are to have 48 hours to internally vote. Justices may choose to abstain. Upon completing a voting, if approved, the proposed legislation is to be signed by all justices before moving to the public context period outlined in 4.6. Proposed legislation that did not receive majority, blah, blah, blah. Updates to case and common law by the, as part of the outcome, must be posted to the City Hall section of the government website and will be enacted immediately.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but legislation proposed, but then updates to common and case law. But this is a common.
Yes,
Law
that's what I'm
update.
saying. Case law or common law, requires a judicial proceeding. A judicial proceeding is not. I woke up today and I came up with a new law, so I marked it as judicial proceeding.
So
it requires an actual hearing.
So 4.2, A to D are about proposed legislation, whereas F is specifically talking about case and common law.
Exactly. And which case can you point to where this happened? The title says it's the case something Jose Gerardo, but
fair enough.
You know that they entered that ruling and updated the law hours before that Thursday debate, and Jose didn't even know because there was no hearing. He showed up to the debate and as if he was running. He had no idea that they had a pretend hearing that he was not even present for.
You know what?
That's where the violation of the Constitution comes into play.
Yeah, you might be onto something. I definitely thoroughly look at the legislative audit. Oh, this might be interesting. Oh no, does that mean I end up being mayor still?
Well, at one point I was planning on filing to stop the elections until the hearing could be held just to yuck with them, but then Murph got put in the hospital and I haven't heard from him since, so I don't have a lawyer. But I might just do it myself because they removed the requirement for lawyers to be involved anymore.
You know what? I think you should file. You know what? I mean, if you have to stop the election, stop the election. You know what I mean? Up to you.
I mean, the end result's the same. It's the right decision. It's just the wrong procedures.
Well,
but I already wrote up all the documents and have all the signatures, everything. I just, nah.
I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? Yeah. I think you should do it just because I think it's funny.
That's a good reason. That's all I need.
If you believe, I'm going to put it this way, and I want to be very clear. I'm happy to be done on the 20th. I got an extra week, and then I'm flying to California, and I'm going to be doing other shit anyways for a week.
Cool.
It doesn't really change anything for me, other than just the title. But I think if you strongly believe that you have a valid case, then filing a injunction and until hearing from the state, because technically all the justices are not conflicted. I don't think that's the wrong thing to do. Like, in other words, my point being that even though I don't necessarily agree with your formula, mostly because I haven't looked through the whole thing. If you, as a lawyer, believe that what happened was wrong and the election needs to be effectively paused, then you should do the right thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be like a hero, or I'll get shot like Murphy did probably by the justices, and I'll be a martyr.
Well, I don't think the justices are going to give a fuck, to be honest, because at the end of the day, they're doing what they believe to be right, and there was no, I think this is, I don't think there's any maliciousness. This is more of a disagreement on law. You know what I mean?
Well, see, I agree with that for Grayson, because he was not a justice when they met with the governor last time, but Falconer was, and he was told very explicitly that you need to actually wake your ass up and have a hearing. I know this because when I was a judge, Barrick wrote some new legislation, and it was good legislation, and he wanted to pass it, and Falconer said, "Oh yeah, let's just do it." And I put the brakes on it and said, "You have to post it because you never had a hearing. It's not case law without a case." And Falconer got all yucking mad at me, and he's a bully. until Barrick spoke up and said, no, that's what the governor said. Moose is right. We got to do it. And they posted it to legislation. And Falconer was like, oh, yeah, Barrick, you're so smart. I don't know what he's got against clowns, but the guy's a yucking loser.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my position is for our system to work, if you, as a lawyer, ex-judge, strongly believe that
treasonous clown,
there's an issue here, then maybe things do need to be paused in order to conclude on this matter. And then after the matter is resolved, it then continues or needs to be re-spun up if the conclusion is in the, affirmative, right? So, in other words, if the conclusion is nothing was wrong here, then whatever, right? The election, results are in. It's over. But if it turns out that, hey, no, these people were supposed to run, then, yeah, maybe that means everything gets flipped. So, I
hope the yuck knows that they don't let us run. But,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they just need to follow proper procedures that they bypassed.
I think talking about an impeachment is the wrong idea, because the impeachment is like it's talking about something that you haven't proven that there's anything wrong happened yet, right?
Well, that would be the purpose of the impeachment, is to review the procedures that were skipped per the Constitution.
That doesn't make any sense. You're going to lose that.
How come? Isn't the whole point of the impeachment hearing to find out if
you
they've
need
broken
evidence?
the rules?
No, that's like impeaching Princess before she had a criminal trial. You haven't proven they have done something wrong yet.
Well, how would you? Because it's fraud. It's not something that's legislatively against the law.
Yeah. Moose.
And the impeachment here, legislation says fraud is a reason for impeachment.
Okay, Moose, you had me, and now I'm confused how this isn't obvious.
Oh.
Yeah.
The evidence for fraud is that there was no hearing, and they entered it and called it a hearing. Called it case law, but there was no case.
Okay, so what you need is an injunction on the election.
I got that written.
Right?
Yes, I got that written.
And then you need to demand of the state a review of this, either through a writ of mandamus, right? Maybe even a contest of the law, citing it being unconstitutional, unlegislative, only until there's conclusions made to those legal filings does an impeachment make any sense, right? Otherwise, you're impeaching and saying, hey, I have evidence, but those evidences are based on conclusions that are unruled on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is that making sense?
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought that what I would do is file the impeachment and then push those other things.
That's like
and
impeaching.
Then the impeachment gets put on hold until the other things are resolved. Same what they did with Princess.
You could preemptively, you could file that as like your fourth or fifth, but like starting with saying like impeachment is kind of like saying, hey, I'm going to start, like you're about to enter a race, but you haven't figured out what car you want to buy. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna file the writ or the injunction first and demand the state involvement, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep. Injunction, writ, contest, and then wait till those things conclude. Obviously, your injunction is pending. You would actually start with a contest and a writ of actually the injunction, you probably, it depends how you want to dice it up.
The conclusion is going to be the same. If the state does not want felons in government elected positions, it's a procedural issue that they committed fraud by creating a fake case. So I do want the state to get involved, and because this fake case was created during the election, it impacts the election.
Yeah.
But the ultimate result in regards to the decision is going to be the same.
Yeah. Well, look, I look forward to seeing what you cook up here. But
okay, thanks for the chat.
Yep, anytime. Like, oh my God. Am I tripping? Listen. I'm doing this because it's funny. He has, listen, he has, I don't know if I agree with his assessment, but if I'm going to be honest, he has kind of an argument, but I feel like it's kind of late to have waited this long. It's an interesting argument. I don't think it's gonna work. He's trotted out need help with a lawyer, which means I don't know if he knows actually how to do it. Because he was talking about filing an impeachment, but like that doesn't really make any sense. Like, how do you have an impeachment without any evidence? Because your evidence would need to be based on wrongdoing, and how do you prove wrongdoing until there's a you know what I mean? Like, you have no, how do you produce? You'd have to make an argument that there was a legal wrongdoing. So who's, I don't know. It would need to be done in conjunction. Oh, he doesn't have a bar license? Shut up. No, he doesn't. Oh, yeah. I'm not interested enough to like look into seeing whether or not there's an argument there. At face value, hey, if you believe in something, go and do it. You know what I mean? What does anyone lose? The election comes to a conclusion. It gets paused for a week, waiting for a response. Oh my God. The injunction would be so funny, though. I think that having people like Moose keeps the legal space interesting, because I still believe that this sort of stuff is a lot more interesting than what happened after it stopped happening. You know what I mean? I don't think you can impeach the justices because I don't think they did anything wrong, right? Because an impeachment is like intentional wrongdoing. This is like a legal argument, right? Does that kind of make sense? It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to draw an equivalent. This is like asking the 5 justices, put your finger in this water and guess, and is it hot or is it cold? And them voting it's hot versus cold, right? And now someone outside is going and contesting whether the water is hot or cold. That's not impeachable. It isn't, because you're arguing like the legal semantics of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you impeach them for? Unless there was evidence that they were like, yo, we know this is wrong, and therefore, you know what I mean? What do you, like, if there was an internal vote on it, like, you can't even really argue that there was, am I making any sense? Like, that there was, like, even remotely maliciousness. Doesn't make any sense. at most you can get a review of it, right? Like, I don't know. Am I making sense? Yeah, exactly. Review the procedure. Was this put in common law properly? Were people illegally left off the ballot, right? But yeah, exactly. I don't even necessarily know if it would be, yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's no like evidence of like wrongdoing. It'd be a disagreement in like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That means anytime you contested something and won the contest, you impeach the person that, the writer of the person you contested. That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I like this idea of like cooking with Coil like a doomsday thing. I think it'd be funny. I'm gonna email him in RP and see if he takes it. What's the worst that happens? He like says, Nino, you're under arrest, FIB, life in prison. Like, who cares? Best case scenario, we do like a 3-month long like fucking planning to like, you know, flood the city or whatever the fuck it ends up being. I think it'd be a fun route to take. Yeah, exactly, like a slow burn bullshit. Oh man, that'd be funny as shit. Fucking poor Michael. Yo, why is there no money left in the account? Well, listen, I fucking warned you not to run, motherfucker. Oh shit, Quantum's around. Wait, when did she say call me? Wait.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm shocked you're still around.
Wait, why?
Like, it's late. Anyways, you doing good?
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I'm good.
I wanted to tell you, I think you'll like it. I did the thing at the meeting this morning.
Oh my god.
I made some time.
What the fuck did you do?
I kind of fucked up.
I figured you would. Sorry.
Fuck you.
What do you mean fuck you? Yeah, because
are you ready to?
Because you have a pretty good, you do a pretty good job of like accidentally just happening to like, I don't know, instead of stating the obvious thing, you come across as guilty as shit, and then everyone figures it out.
Listen, what happened? I went to the meeting, and the first person I see is Helen, because I don't go to that meeting. I don't know how it works.
Okay.
I said, hey, hey Helen, I'm here. I was sent by the government, you know, the powers that be or something. I told her I was sent by my high council, and then I need to deliver a message, and she said, "Oh, okay, it must be really important."
Yeah.
And so I'm in the back of the room waiting for everything to happen. Then Bruce announces, like, Quantum has a really important message from the government. And then I get up on this podium, and we do some gifts and gaffs and bits, and I joke around like I'm blooding Dakota out of because he was part of the cabinet.
Okay.
And then I say, remember to go vote, and then I tell them the last thing I want to tell you all is the budget. What did I say? The Blaine County account is below $1 million. Please go collect your last paychecks now, because there won't be another. The room goes dead silent. They all like, oh, and then someone says, I only have 40K left. I just got a repair. I don't have any money left, and they're taking donations from each.
They started what?
They started taking donations from each other in the room because one of them said, "I have 40K left in my bank."
Did they go get their paychecks at least?
Yeah, they went in after the meeting and got their paychecks. They said.
I don't think they did. It hasn't gone down.
Really? I guess
No.
they didn't go. I didn't see them go.
I
but
think someone started. They must have started donating to the account.
Yeah. So they started donating to each other so they could afford.
Oh my
car
God!
parts
Can you
and
do
stuff.
state announcements?
No, only Danger can. I used to be able to.
Holy fuck!
Did I do good?
I don't know. I don't know. Listen. I don't know what to tell you, Quantum. I mean, that's
It was
funny as
good.
shit.
It was funny. It was amazing.
I mean, it's funny. I mean,
Anyways,
what do you mean? I'm very confused by this conversation. You said you fucked up?
no. I mean, I just think it's funny that they really, it's kind of true.
Oh,
They
you
believe
fucked
it.
up as in like you scared the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, yeah, not like I fucked up. I fucked them up. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, it's been an interesting day. I've been trying to take it easy today, to be honest. I'm getting off of being a bit sick, so I haven't been able to really chew on anything too complicated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Nursing
I
like
get
a
it.
fucking migraine. But
well, that fucking sucks.
yeah, I don't know. It's just like I figured it was like maybe it's like caffeine levels or whatever the fuck it is. But
Yeah, it might be tension, or like, are you doing a lot of shit recently that has got you moving?
no, I think I had the flu this past weekend, so I think
Oh,
it's just
shit,
some kind of like continuation of that. So
Yeah. I'll just,
taking
don't
it
go
mentally
anywhere.
easy.
Don't go anywhere. That's what I do.
Yeah,
I
yep.
won't get sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like once Michael becomes the mayor,
Chat
right?
rocks.
'Cause he's probably gonna win.
Mm.
Are you gonna stick around maybe as an advisor, or are you just gone?
I haven't really decided yet, to be honest.
Well, I'm gonna be on the cabinet.
Really, Los Santos.
Yeah,
good.
finally. I know,
Grab my
right?
paycheck. I got
Well,
65
can I be
bucks.
honest with you?
Yeah.
I need a job. I have a job without a boss right now. She was forcefully fired. So that's my next job. Also, I want
Wait,
to
so
tell
you got
you.
to pick between Michael and Junior.
Oh God, what do you fucking think I'm gonna pick? Benji's winning, all right?
What?
Yeah, he's gonna win.
I don't think so. Like, I'm more surprised.
I think it's funny saying that.
Is this like a fuck, like Junior thing?
No, I love Junior. It
Really?
well, kinda. He's like sweet,
Yeah.
but like brother, like people are doing it for like. I know they think it's funny, but it's impactful. Princess lost by 1 vote against Eugene. They don't realize how impactful their vote is.
I think you're overcooking, to be honest.
You don't think so?
I don't understand why you think people are going to vote for Benji. It's like a vote to go against your own gang.
Well, if you think about it like this, right? All the people running in Blaine County, Junior has been campaigning like a motherfucker.
Okay.
And so is Benji, actually, surprisingly. He's been around when polls open.
I don't
That's what
believe that.
matters.
I don't believe that.
I
think
fell off my bike in the middle of the street today, and he pulled up to say if I voted on an ATV.
Hey, maybe you're right. Like I said, it's hard for me. Who knows? It's hard for me to believe people are going to be like, let me vote for somebody that is going to take care of their gang above everyone else.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
that'd be.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think people are. I think people are going to chop it up like that. I'd be hard pressed to believe otherwise.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, you could be right too. I just,
well, gentleman's bet. I'll put $1 on it. But,
Yeah. fair enough.
I want Junior to have it. I'd love to see what he could do. It's a vote of confidence.
Yeah.
And how much confidence do the people have in Junior?
A lot. Is there some like tension between you two? I feel like you want him to fail or something. I feel like Junior's got the best shot. Isn't he like very like isn't he out there a lot? Like I feel like he's the most like active member.
He is. He's the most active campaigning member. He threw an event that was very successful during
I feel like he did some shit
voting.
to you.
He's Welsh. I got nothing against him.
Oh, it kind of seems like it. Like I feel like you're convincing me he's gonna lose.
No.
Well, you know.
No. Okay, you want to know what happened? All right.
Yeah,
this
that's why I
motherfucker.
asked.
Okay, there's a guy. Okay, I was at the apartments picking people up to bring to the polls to vote for Michael, right?
Okay.
And Junior, a little bit of Junior. And the fucking guy, he's new to the city, doesn't even know how to, reach into his pockets, right?
Yeah.
And so we get to the poll. Actually, I buy the guy a BMX bicycle. I get him set up. He's got some money. He's going to go out and enjoy his rest of his life thanks to me.
All right.
And then I get him to the polls or whatever. And then the guy votes for Michael, but you know who else he votes for? He votes for Marty. After I told him, I recommend you should. And then fucking Junior calls the guy and he said he voted for Marty. Now Junior's pissed at me. Thinks I'm against him. He thinks I did what I did to Princess to him. I swear to God, the same thing you asked me to do. He thinks I just did to him. Whatever. Not a big deal. Listen, I make mayors. What can I say?
Yeah.
Not my fault I'm that good at it, I have a good track record, and that's why I really want Michael to win. I can't let that. I have a perfect record. Thanks to you. Like,
Have you had a record?
Yeah, look, Princess and you. I campaigned at least 2 terms for you and Princess.
Yeah, no. Oh, that kind of yeah. No, that is true.
Nino, I had a double fucking cross edge moment where I was in between her and Marty at your request. I fucked up a little bit, and I still got on the right side. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, man! It's been like a fucking whirlwind. And I've put everything into Michael. I've put everything into this campaign. I've guilt tripped people into voting for him. I've done everything I possibly could. If he doesn't win, simply failed.
I can't tell you how little I'm invested in the results.
I think you will be once it happens. You got to find it interesting at least, no? But if Party Hardy wins, then you're going to be like, oh, shit.
Why do I care?
All right, you don't care about anything. You only took care of things for a year,
Well, yeah. Listen, I don't think you understand like how listen, even before the election stopped, I think my only motivation was, my only interest in this race really came about when Edgar started throwing shots at like Junior and Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, after that was all done,
diminishing
I'm
the
just like,
work. Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of saying like they didn't do nothing, type shit. Like, well,
yeah, I get it.
Right.
I'm glad you did that though. That was a good. You defended the people who worked with you.
However, beyond that, I just don't really see things being very salvageable, because I think people are just inherently too lazy to even learn the basics of like wiping their own ass.
Sure.
And so when you're that jaded, right? It's kind of hard to listen, whether it's Michael or whether it's the next guy, it doesn't really change the formula out much. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I see, look, you put here, like, listen, I see it like this, and this might sound very black and white, but hey,
no, go for it.
Listen, I think Michael's gonna, you either end up in a position where, My biggest concern is Michael ends up feeling like he needs to wipe Petey's ass because that's what they make him do. Because that's what they have been doing recently. And for a while, right? Go do this for us to make our life easier instead of learning how to do it themselves because it's a part of their new existence. Is that making sense?
Yes, it does.
And when they consistently refuse to do the least amount of work, it's unfortunate to think that like, you know, 2 months later they still can't do something so basic. It's kind of just like, you know, the mentality just needs to be toileted. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that making sense?
It does.
There's or on the flip side of it, right? You end up with a potty hottie, and he's like, "Whoa, I don't know what to do," and then they got it, and then they are forced to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I said to Junior? I said to him, if you win mayor, I have a request. He's going to ignore the request, but I said, I want you to make me sheriff so I can go to the meeting and wipe the department myself.
I don't think you're even fully.
He's not going to do that because he wants
Fred
to be the sheriff.
Yeah, because he's just yapping for yapping sake.
You know, I see that.
I'm giving him my time.
I understand. I hear you.
Yeah.
But these people that can win, they're looking at the mayorship as a $600 million treasure. You know what I mean? Like they're.
And so what?
So then they do what Princess did, but with your county, which is way more dangerous. Am I wrong?
Could. Yeah, but then what? Quantum?
Yeah, Dad, I went.
Then we all die, drown.
Good.
And we can't afford anything.
That's what we need. That's exactly it. Quantum, remember when you said you lost all hope?
Yeah, I lost it. Yeah.
Yes. And there needed to be something. The problem is that we have too long. They've needed a savior.
Sure.
They've been given a savior multiple times. I don't mean myself. I mean, they've been given that, you know, these routes. What they need now is a demon. They need to see the bad.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're punishing them.
No, motherfucker. It's like, okay. Have you ever heard of the... Okay. Do you know what people do to their children when they're not understanding something? No. What the fuck?
I got the belt.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, motherfucker. You don't... Lord have mercy.
You tell me, like...
Not... How are you going to say the fucking belt? You don't get...
When they drown them? Like, what do you... Like, I don't know.
No, you show them what it looks like when they fuck up, right? You have to let children fail. Failure is a road to success. If you are always, imagine you always do your child's homework for them. You know what happens? You know what happens?
They never
They end
learn.
up with a communications degree, and they end up like, you know, sorry, they end up spending like $500,000 getting a fucking communication degree in college. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But does it, or are you just saying that?
Well, because that's probably not a really fucking good degree to have.
Exactly.
Stupid, right?
It's the degree.
They're brain dead.
Well, right. Well, they end up with I didn't pick my major for like three years, and I ended up with communication because, you know, you just get that for free pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, I you know, at least that's how it was when I went to college. You get to
participate. Computer science.
However, if you force everyone to solve the problem themselves, now you actually get progress. If you do everything for them, right, they never learn.
True, that's true. So what you're saying is, if we have that, you know, other side that they're going to see, they're going to progress.
Correct. They don't want to do it. Of course they don't. Who wants the fucking medicine? But that's their fucking medicine.
Sure.
And you can play the no one wants this. Well, guess what, motherfucker? That's how this city works. Right? You can't say that's not, like, you know what I mean? We'll go do another July 3rd then. You know what I mean?
If, Nino, what you're saying to me, it not only makes sense. If I was the mayor, I would push the purge legislation. I mean, that's the only thing I've ever wanted
Holy
to do,
fucking
to be honest.
shit.
But I get it.
Listen, it ain't
I don't
that
think
deep
it'd be the
either. I'm
worst
just,
thing. Oh,
yeah.
I think the idea of the purge, especially in our economy, is a fucking good idea. That's just like
Let's
my
not paying
genuine
people to
opinion.
murk everybody.
No, well, they do that anyway. They're all of them are in wars right now, including Benji's gang and Ray's gang, and I mean, like, they do that anyway. So I'm like, oh, the purge is in. But imagine not having fucking laws for a week from a useless PD. Now that's gonna be interesting. That's what I do as mayor. No laws.
We haven't gotten anything from the PD except for, oh my god, the one law that Tyler Peters put in, and then the last law that we got like fucking 2 weeks before the end of my term.
Peters,
So-
huh? That's funny that he actually used the only
Yeah,
one fucking law. And
Peters. Yeah, he passed one. Yeah.
holy shit. There's
Wait,
no
I
way that
think-
he can and they
No,
can.
I think Wes did too. Actually, I think him and Wes. Yeah.
That is okay. That is fucking a little wild, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I see your vision. I get it. I would obviously, you know, I'd be happy if Michael won, right?
Oh, I'd be
feel
happy
safe.
too. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's just, you
Yeah.
know, you asked me and there's my answer. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, I like your answer. And maybe I don't care about feeling safe, but I care about because I saw this is what Michael wants. You know, fuck it.
That's exactly it, right? I've been on that razor's edge, but you know.
And who knows? Maybe he'll literally do what you just uttered. Who knows? You don't know. Maybe he's the guy.
Like I said, I told you I'm checked out.
I know.
You know.
Well, since you're checking out, I have to check back in because I bought
Okay.
a house in Toledo, a big house. I'm retired.
So you're gonna be. Oh, really? Okay.
Kind of.
That's good.
Well, kind of. I bought a house. I just
Dude,
spoke
quantum
to,
conversations are
Winsong
such
today,
a roller coaster.
and she's about to design and decorate the whole goddamn place.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey, she's
she
really
said-
good at what she does. Oh fuck! I need to meet up with it today, but
She
Oh,
said
yeah.
she just got done with like a big project, and I've been waiting for her.
Yeah.
She's finally coming over to my place.
oh shit. Okay. Wait, are you
And
still running a business?
Well, I'm getting to that. So she, you know, I'm having her do it. She's amazing. Expensive, but she's amazing. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I realize I can't retire because I don't have enough. I
Bro.
get calls every day, same people. Materials. They need double their orders since before I
I
retired.
think Quantum just
It's gotten
wanted to
worse.
chat.
And they're paying the
This has
same
been a roller
prices.
coaster.
I have to get back into the material game. I have no choice. So the problem is my business has fully restructured.
Yeah.
So I am getting back into it.
I feel like, listen, you got to Quantum. Listen, you need to stop putting out.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like,
Like
I
my
don't know,
body?
you gotta,
I do that anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I feel like I'm talking to my like ex-girlfriend right now. Like,
Well, I will sleep with you. That's the difference.
yeah.
Wait, what
I'm
are we
not
talking
interested.
about?
Well,
I know
this-
you're not.
Yeah, it's just like you know, it's kind of.
Listen, I need you. Listen. I got one before.
You need to
and,
get married.
I am soon to my girlfriend Yui. She's
Okay.
the warden. Well, you know Yui.
Yeah, I know.
We're
Yui.
getting married.
Yeah,
We're
that
getting
fucking. She went around trying to tell people that we weren't giving her any money.
she's crazy. Fucking, he can be so. Anyways, yeah, I agree. But you know, when you're in love, right? Anyways, she barely loves me. She doesn't want to get married. She's gonna do it
Yeah.
to make me happy. So I said, fuck it, why not? Anyways, let's not talk about my terrible love life. I need to get back into the business, and I need your help.
With what?
I put one last grant in. So before you go, before your time sunsets on this
I'll take
earth,
a
that's
fucking.
gonna
Listen, I'm
implode.
hanging up the phone. All right. Listen, I'm on vacation now. I'll see
Are
if I
you
get it
kidding me?
tomorrow.
Stop.
All right,
Just
take
help me
care.
out one last time.
Bye.
I saved your life.
Bye.
I saved your.
Because you saved my life, I'll take a look tomorrow. All right. You have a good
I
night.
fucking love you. Thank
Bye.
you, brother.
Holy fucking shit! Why don't you just ask?
I'm never coming back.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Shit's getting denied.
Yo, what's up? Our computer's ready? Green.
This fucking guy. Oh my god.
I had a great time the other night. Bet you did too. That's right, I'm confident. You would be too if you trained the likes of Cliff Lee and Joe.
That was a fun day.
Let me introduce you right after our next date.
What a day. What a day. Yeah, my headache's a little bit better. It's still, I don't know what it is, man. I think it's just a cold. Sometimes colds are more headache focused. I think like a cold in terms of like a virus, you know what I mean? If I were to guess, I'm only guessing. But my ass has got to go right to bed. It's midnight. So. What did you say? With all that coffee, you know that nut is terrible? Wait, what the fuck? Oh my lord. I think a small cold is going around. Yeah, I that's the that's probably the best. Ugh. I think that's like I think that is the best. That's probably what it is. I came back from New York Friday and Saturday. My throat was hurting. See, I didn't have anything other than muscle pain and like just the worst fucking migraine, which I think are symptoms of a type of cold. Wait, let me see. What are symptoms of muscle ache and migraine? It's like I had the like crazy muscle pain. Yeah, I think so too. I think it was the flu. But man, it was splitting hard. I think it's just a common cold. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, viral flu. But then I think the weather being like up and down and up and down and up and down. Time.
Where the hell are you going, you fucking banjo?
I have to get on Nino to watch my police department take out the last rival I had. I won GTA. Then I'm gonna go and shelf Nino till GTA 6 since I already beat this one.
I understand. Alright, that sounds awesome actually. I want to beat it too. Alright,
GG's live again? Oh, that would actually be sick. I sell guns, boom, and then you never see Nino again.
Fuck are you doing, Nino? Nino.
Oh, where'd you come from?
And Peach are your sister?
Oh no. I just what does Maxwell have to do with Blonde Baddie Cop song?
Well, her dash cam says Baddie POV.
Oh, Peach must have put that in. When
Oh,
she
I
was
see.
riding
Okay.
With her, yeah.
All
Peach
right.
is the only baddie cop I know.
I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, who and you don't know the artist?
No. I just hear it on the radio sometimes. I downloaded it. It was by Tow Radio.
Yeah, it does tricks. Huh.
Just on the Tow Radio.
Tow Radio. All right.
Oh my God.
That's had a decent beat to it. All right. Well, Jeb, you take care. Okay.
Wait.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome fresh.
Wait, is he saying him and Peach have a kid? All right, chat. I'm going to bed. I love you guys. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go right to bed, get some extra Z's, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out. Discord.gg/dasMEHDI. Twitter.com/dasMEHDI. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully nice, fresh, rested. Hopefully zero headache. Please. See you soon. Later, dudes.